Yeah. Better know my head, but I don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them pitbulls. See the proof and how to give from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them pitbulls. See the proof and how to give from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it, be about it. Most wanted Kennels in the spotlight, danger alert, come with the name. Super Kennels competition, all built for the fame. Work Kennels was the work and work, while Cherokee kept the game strong. Evolution built a bloodline, where the heart come from. These dogs ain't hype, they the truth in the pit. Every pedigree stamp, when them paws hit the street. Ain't no fairy tales, this that real y'all grit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the pit bull script. Shout the brothers with the backbone thick. Veer brothers, color brothers, Bishop brothers legit. They don't talk about it, they be about it every day. Put the work in and y'all let the results say. Them boys on the rise, yeah, the circle stay tight. Plow boys, wall boys, Havana boys in the fight. Different flags, same grind, same fire, same spit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the litmus test.
LINEAGE in the doom, behind set tone. Locked tight, locked in, carved in stone. Church boys hold it with the pit bull gauge. Fruit colors on man, Sean B in the maze. Arsenal gang deal, but your knife stay sharp. Only in America, walk them down, ram in the dark. DSK and Mad Ohio dog, pound by hard when they hit. Praise to the men who rock this shit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, they live it.
Fat boy the legend, Bill Buster, real strong Southern bulldog, keep the bloodline long. Latin force pressure, sniper don't miss. Shaded day, shaded with a killer instinct. Twist, super night, pow, unit whole rank. Boot camp, click hitting like a Sherman tank. Little fine with the vision. Tennessee dog pound, got their eyes on the pit. All legendary, really the shit. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, they built it brick by brick.
Talk about it, yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it, yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it, don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it. That's the yard law, from the pups to the legends, everybody stand tall. Every name on this track got a story that's lit. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Every name on this track got a story that's lit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Call this some legendary pit bullshit, 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 pit bullshit,
Yeah. Better know my head, but I don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them pitbulls. See the proof and how to give from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them pitbulls. See the proof and how to give from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it, be about it. Most wanted Kennels in the spotlight, danger alert, come with the name. Super Kennels competition, all built for the fame. Work Kennels was the work and work, while Cherokee kept the game strong. Evolution built a bloodline, where the heart come from. These dogs ain't hype, they the truth in the pit. Every pedigree stamp, when them paws hit the street. Ain't no fairy tales, this that real y'all grit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the pit bull script. Shout the brothers with the backbone thick. Veer brothers, color brothers, Bishop brothers legit. They don't talk about it, they be about it every day. Put the work in and y'all let the results say. Them boys on the rise, yeah, the circle stay tight. Plow boys, wall boys, Havana boys in the fight. Different flags, same grind, same fire, same spit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the litmus test.
LINEAGE in the doom, behind set tone. Locked tight, locked in, carved in stone. Church boys hold it with the pit bull gauge. Fruit colors on man, Sean B in the maze. Arsenal gang deal, but your knife stay sharp. Only in America, walk them down, ram in the dark. DSK and Mad Ohio dog, pound by hard when they hit. Praise to the men who rock this shit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, they live it.
Fat boy the legend, Bill Buster, real strong Southern bulldog, keep the bloodline long. Latin force pressure, sniper don't miss. Shaded day, shaded with a killer instinct. Twist, super night, pow, unit whole rank. Boot camp, click hitting like a Sherman tank. Little fine with the vision. Tennessee dog pound, got their eyes on the pit. All legendary, really the shit. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, they built it brick by brick.
Talk about it, yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it, yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it, don't Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it. That's the yard law, from the pups to the legends, everybody stand tall. Every name on this track got a story that's lit. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Every name on this track got a story that's lit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Call this some legendary pit bullshit, 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 pit bullshit,
yeah. Bet I knew my head, but don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them pitbulls. See the proof and how to get from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them pitbulls. See the proof and how to get from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it. Most wanted Kennels in the spotlight, danger alert, come with the name. Super Kennels competition, all built for the fame. Work Kennels was the work and work, while Cherokee kept the game strong. Evolution built a bloodline, where the heart come from. These dogs ain't hype, they the truth in the pit. Every pedigree stamp, when them paws hit the street. Ain't no fairy tales, this that real y'all grit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the pit bull script. Shout the brothers with the backbone thick. Veer brothers, color brothers, Bishop brothers legit. They don't talk about it, they be about it every day. Put the work in and y'all let the results say. Them boys on the rise, yeah, the circle stay tight. Plow boys, wall boys, Havana boys in the fight. Different flags, same grind, same fire, same spit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the litmus test.
Legs in the doom, behind set tone. Loctite, locked in, carved in stone. Church boys hold it with the pit bull gauge. Fruit colors on man, Sean B in the maze. Arsenal gang deal, but your knife stay sharp. Only in America, walk them down, ram in the dark. DSK and metal, high dog, pound by hard. When they hit, praise to the men who rock this shit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, they live it.
Fat boy the legend, real buster, real strong. Southern bulldog, keep the bloodline long. Latin force pressure, sniper don't miss. Shaded day, shaded with a killer instinct. Twist, super night power, unit whole rank. Boot camp, click hitting like a Sherman tank. Little fine with the vision. Tennessee dog pound, got their eyes on the pit. All legendary, really the shit. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, they built it brick by brick.
Talk about it. Yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it. Yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it. That's the yard law, from the pups to the legends, everybody stand tall. Every name on this track got a story that's lit. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Every name on this track got a story that's lit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Call this some legendary pit bullshit, 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 pit bullshit.
Yeah. Bet I knew my head, but don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them pitbulls. See the proof and how to get from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them pitbulls. See the proof and how to get from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it. Most wanted Kennels in the spotlight, danger alert, come with the name. Super Kennels competition, all built for the fame. Work Kennels was the work and work, while Cherokee kept the game strong. Evolution built a bloodline, where the heart come from. These dogs ain't hype, they the truth in the pit. Every pedigree stamp, when them paws hit the street. Ain't no fairy tales, this that real y'all grit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the pit bull script. Shout the brothers with the backbone thick. Veer brothers, color brothers, Bishop brothers legit. They don't talk about it, they be about it every day. Put the work in and y'all let the results say. Them boys on the rise, yeah, the circle stay tight. Plow boys, wall boys, Havana boys in the fight. Different flags, same grind, same fire, same spit. Don't talk about it, be about it. about it. That's the litmus test.
Legs in the doom, behind set tone. Loctite, locked in, carved in stone. Church boys hold it with the pit bull gauge. Fruit colors on man, Sean B in the maze. Arsenal gang bill, but your knife stay sharp. Only in America, walk them down, ram in the dark. DSK and Metal, high dog, pound by hard. When they hit, praise to the men who rock this shit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, they live it.
Fat boy the legend, Lil Buster, real strong, southern bulldog, keep the bloodline long. Latin force pressure, sniper don't miss. Shaded day, shaded with a killer instinct. Twist, super night power, unit whole rank. Boot camp, click hitting like the Sherman tank. Little fine with the vision. Tennessee dog pound, got their eyes on the pit. All legendary, really the shit. Don't talk about it, be about it. Yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it. Yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it. Yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it. That's the yard law, from the pups to the legends. Everybody stand tall. Every name on this track got a story that's lit. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Every name on this track got a story that's lit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Call this some legendary pit bullshit. 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 Pit bullshit.
What up? What up? What's up? Big shout out to everybody out there in the Shark Tank. Big shout out to all my people out there on the back street. Y'all know what time it is. This Hot Mic Friday. Appreciate everybody out there for showing up. Big shout out to all my people out there in the tank. Let me see. I got to do my roll call. Let me get my roll call in. Big shout out to my man. Happy 360 in the house. What up, fam? My man, a long-time supporter, the one and only Mr. Dickie Foster in the house. What up, fam? Want to give a big special shout out to my man, Mr. David Morris. Yo, my man, the insane honey badger. What up, fam? Yo, where you been, fam? The one and only Mr. William McNeil in the house. What up, bam? Yo, big shout out to my man, Cortland Ross. What up, fam? Hey, I see you. My man, Carlos Lee. What up, fam? Yo. Hey, what up? Mr. Paul Johnson's in the house. What up, fam? Outlaw Texas Kennel representing tonight in the Shark Tank. What up, fam? Big shout out to Mr. John Noel in the house. What up, fam? Big shout out to my homie, Mr. 216 Bulldogs in the house. What up, fam? Big shout out to the Mad Doctor. What up, fam? Big shout out to longtime supporter, day one, Walnut, PA in the house representing. What up, bam? Big shout out to Mr. Vernon Starr in the house. What up, fam? Yo, small time Kennels in the house. Oh man, what up, fam? Mimi Levy, I see you, fam. Big shout out to my man, Mr. John Dimbry. What up, fam? Big shout out to Mr. Ofo for mayor. What up, fam? So for keeps. What up, fam? Big shout out to Melee 420 in the house. What up, bam? Again, I want to thank everybody for showing up, hanging out with us tonight. I want to give some big special thanks to some supporters. You know, these guys be hooking us up to the Cash App, and they be like consistent, like they like longtime supporters. Now, y'all know we don't do memberships. So just for people to just go out their way and donate to this channel was something really big. And I'm giving this special time to give them their shout outs because it's highly, needed for them, because I can't do too much but to keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And I got to show my appreciation in some way. So we're going to start like this. Big shout out to one of the biggest supporters we've had since day one, my man, Mr. David Morse. Appreciate you, fam, from day one. I mean, even if we did have a subscription, my man's support be like, I don't even think we have a subscription big enough to cover the things that he have done for this channel. So big shout out to Mr. David Morris. Big shout out to my man, another longtime supporter, always dropping something. My man, Mr. Vladimir Irving. If you're out there, Vladimir, appreciate the love, man. Everything that you do is always appreciated. Big shout out to Mr. Jeff Hayes, another one. Drops in every once in a while, show that love, and it's always appreciated, man. Yo, Carlos, big shout out to my man Carlos, as usual. He's just, I don't know, it's one of the young guys out there that just supports this channel, and he appreciates it to the point to where, forget what's going on out here. What he do in silence is far beyond, that you guys could possibly imagine. So big shout out, Carlos. Really a real serious supporter by all means. Appreciate your fam. Another one, Mr. Paul Johnson. Again, man, we don't run subscriptions, but I don't know if we could have subscriptions big enough to cover what these guys be giving up. I can't help but, show the love, man. But that's what I'm saying. Now, if I was to go to subscriptions, then I would be taken away from my normal audience, because I don't know what I would have over there that I wouldn't be willing to give y'all here. And some of these guys just noticed that, man, because goddamn, it's like they paying us not to go do the subscription thing. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate that, Mr. Paul Johnson. My man, Mr. Chico Nicholas, representing hard. Another one of them supporters that always make it a point to come in and say, twin, don't stop. What you need? Check your email. Check your email. Check your Cash App. Check the Cash App. Appreciate the love, Chico. Big shout out to Rona Casey. Arthur Love. Cal P. Brett, Jonathan Elliott, Richard Mason, all you guys that come through and drop and that Cash App when you don't have to is appreciated. And again, it's not a matter of how much you give. It's the fact that you find it in your heart to give. Can't help but appreciate that. Maybe some of the reasons why we still do what we do. But whatever it is that we do to make you do what you do, I hope we keep doing it. And I hope you keep doing it too. I hope it was more of y'all keep doing it. But just to appreciate what you do, hey man, what more can I say? The best thing we can do is keep doing what we're doing, and that's this shit right here. Because tonight we on some shit. Tonight I need everybody to get on the bus, get ready. We taking the big bus tonight, but you're gonna leave your dogs because we're not gonna have enough room for them. Because we're going to have enough of them for you tonight. And what we're going to do, we're going to talk about, the lineage. The lineage. It's hard to be able to keep and maintain a lineage of dogs over a couple years because there's so many things that's involved in that. A lot of things involved in that. one of the biggest things is dogs being in the right people's hands and being able to do the right things with them. You know, that's the hard task. Just think about it. If it don't be for Victor putting the dogs in the right people's hands, you would not never, might have never heard of a lot of them dogs. And that played a major part in the lineage of what he done. And there's a lot of great dog men who have been able to pull this off. But we always told you guys, we always paid attention to what the people in our history done. What made them successful? How were they able to do it? And that played a major part in a lot of the things we've done. Now, one of the things that I wanted to get out of the way is take it like y'all was fresh. Take yourself back. Now we back here on the bus, regardless of what experience you have with these dogs. Take it like where we're going to start at tonight. We're going to start where it started with us. Because every lineage got to have somewhere to start. Now, we're not going to go all the way back to the blood and the BAs and the bruisers, the Dusties. Remember, all that's that Eli shit, that rascal shit. Not taking nothing away from it at all. But something, when you're trying to level up your game, some things just have to change. And maybe we had it change with time. But this was the moment we're going to try to start at tonight where everything for us changed as far as lineage. I'm going to turn this over to my man because, Mo going to be on a mission and I'm going to just get out his damn way. It's on you, Mo.
Okay, testing. Am I in yet? What up, everybody? Okay. Gonna start this thing off tonight. I hope everybody's. They heard me? No, not yet. Oh, I wasn't trying to. Okay. Yeah, okay, guys. We're going to do this right here. Hold on. I'm in the right area. Come, let this play through. Then we're going to, okay, this going to start right here, fella. There you go. Let's start right there.
Kennels, Grand Champion, Tom Boy. Tom would grace TJ cover of the May-June 1997 issue of the Sporting Dog Journal. Tom Boy was one of, if not the, first dog to make the cover of the SDJ from the Caribbean islands. Tom Boy was sired by Garrett's Harley, a double-bred son of Champion Jeep. Harley's dam was Garrett's Raquel. Raquel is a sister to WCC's Rocky Register of Merit, Garrett's Shorty Register of Merit, and Garrett's Bridget Producer of Record. Tom Boy's dam was the outstanding female Tristan's champion, Game Jane P.O.R. Game. Jane was a double-bred daughter of Garner's champion Chinaman, with a quarter of midnight cowboy blood through Brewer's cowgirl. Unfortunately, Tom Boy would pass away after her last match with Going Hard's Red Ace. This is yet another animal from the Sporting Dog Journal covers.
That's where it is, y'all. It's where it started at. Take it to her pedigree real quick. Actually, that was 2 days before we left. Oh, shit. This is where it started off at, gentlemen. I'm just taking, sorry, I thought I had it all set up. Sorry about that. Red Ace. Didn't hit the starlight that night, but definitely just where it started at with her. Okay. She didn't have, but she had 3 puppies. She had 3 puppies. And the 3 puppies, the little Brenda one, like Grand Champion Ace, died. But we had these 2 left. Actually, little Mayday, he stayed with me, and Ben had Brat. He actually raised Brat till she was like 6 months old. These are the 2 dogs that came down off of that. Before we took Red Ace to Puerto Rico to go into Tommy, she was just coming off a litter, and this is the litter that she was just coming off of. And I must say, she was every bit, Brat and Little Mayday was every bit Red Ace. What Red Ace couldn't do to Tommy Boy, they did it for. Little Mayday took out a 6-time winner, and Brat won all 3 of hers, all 3 over 2-time winners, and none of them were making it to 30 minutes. The longest one was 26 minutes.
Killer!
Straight killers. But they took after their mama. The other thing that they took after was Mayday. Because if I'd had Mayday and Red Ace, I think I could have took Brad off the plane, dumped her in some water, made her swim an hour, and bring her there, and she still would have killed their ass. Both of them. Good dogs. Everybody, like I say, I ain't going to be on that riding the story too long. But that's Little Mayday. This is where it all started. Now, where I'm gonna take y'all down tonight, we're gonna go be traveling. I'm gonna be taking y'all through, stopping in on the chat, making sure ain't nobody got no question, but I'm really just gonna be like flying through them because there's a lot of them. We start talking about lineage and dogs being in the right people's hand and the things they did with it to make the growing hard dogs. You know, and you're gonna see for yourself. You already see right now, based on what we were doing. I've already came from Puerto Rico. I come back with a dog from Puerto Rico. You'll see that dog down the line. I ran into Victor breeding Amber. Y'all heard the story. Breeding Amber to Angel's Apache. That's how I got a chance to see Mayday. Couldn't breed Amber back to Mayday because by the time that she didn't take those puppies, she had been diagnosed with cancer. And she ended up staying on the yard until she literally died from cancer. We didn't have Red Ace. You know? But we had Brat and Little Mayday. Even though I ended up losing Little Mayday around 20 months old, he was already a schooled out killer when we lost him. That's probably why he got stolen. Because he was special. Dude actually gave up a champion that we took out and made champion just to take off with him. Even though he left us with a champion. Okay. Go back to the room for a minute, y'all. Might take the chest while I do this. Okay.
Let's see what we got here. Anybody new? Let's see who I got here. Let me get my big shout outs right quick here. Let's see some. See Murder! What up, fam? What up? My man Greaterland's in the house. What up, Phil? Let me see here. Greater than said, real Nickels, man. Twin, thanks for where y'all just so you know how I would say it. But for these not ignorant, I know how to spell. Oh. I figure greater than. You know I know what you're saying. Appreciate the love, fam. I'm just running down this list right quick. Let me see. Big shout out to my man, Mr. Courtney Edwards in the house. What up, fam? Hey, Mo, Chico Nicholas said, check your cash app. Appreciate the love, Chico. I see you greater than. You say, at the night shift, checking in. I see you, fam. Give you something to work with while you're working. Let me see what else I got down here. Big shout out to the barn dog. I see you, fam. What up? Greater than said, Matt was looking at some McNasty dogs on the net by short or believe was, as they say, nasty. Did you visualize some of those lines? Okay. No, I never knew McNasty and them was trying to be breeders. So it's kind of hard to, based on their way of thinking and how they did shit, because it's something he never really talked about. Let's see.
That's all. Hey, are we moving on? First one we're going to start at is Grand Champion Red Ruby. If you notice, because certain things, as I go down through here, I want y'all to pick up on some certain things that I'm going to be pointing out to you, okay? I want y'all, there's going to be main dogs, like keep the eye on this kennel right here. Competition kennel, keep an eye on this. We're going to see him several times by the time we get to the end of this show on your camaraderie with certain people. How, like I was saying, how we was copying, like you see Shaquille. You're gonna see Ramel. They came up with Ramel Buck. This is Ramel Buck's sibling right here. There's Snicker. And let me see where he at. And that's Ramel Buck. Now, if you look how he's bred, and y'all know we had her on the yard. Down the line, I ended up with her. And I actually tried to breed her to Buck Rogers. But these little things right here, as we go down through this thing, you're going to see, because he was the one that helped me get, let me go back. Ramel Buck, competition helped me actually get Yellow Apache. Yellow Apache came down off a little, we bred Little Mayday the Yellow Apache. Actually, no, I asked Norman to make the breeding. He made the breeding. And he only had 2 puppies. When he took off with Little Mayday, he left the 2 puppies. This was one of them. because she's bred. Now, this dog right here is the dog that was actually bred to Little Buck. When we made that first Stone City Mayday breeding, remember I said keep an eye on this bottom? We took Little Buck, the one we got from Puerto Rico, we bred to her. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back here in just a second, back to the male, to where I was. There's Sir Kale, right? Coming off a yellow buck and Miss Nico. Here we got Sir Kale's sibling, Little Buck, being bred to a dog off of Mayday. And if you notice, see that bottom part? If you go back, Ramel Buck was bred just like this, except for his bottom was this right here. You know what I mean? And they had Tramp. Ramel was coming off of Tramp and Sassy. Remember that name? Remember that competition Kennels Ramel? Now remember what he did with Ramel? He took Ramel, because again, I told you he was the guy that helped me get Yellow Apache from O'Brien. Man, we're good friends. I was just tripping on the fact the way he was going, and he followed us on those crosses that we made. You know, like I said, it was really, if I want to call it copying, I call it copying. Because all we're doing is doing the same thing that they was doing. And they were getting winners out of there. Here's one. Upper Male and Sir Cal. What he said, and we'll kill you. Another Mr. Romeo, Officer Cal. Like I said, I got pictures of me and her, us breeding her to Buck Rogers, and you know, like I said, it wasn't in the cards. No, it wasn't in the cards. You know, and then what he went on. Now we get back over here to where I started. I started right here. Now remember, that's years down the line, but this is what we came. This is the first grand champion. And I wouldn't say the first, because yeah, I would say she was the first grand champion. And if you notice what they was doing, they were just following the trend. If you look at these dogs, if you look at what they were doing basically the same thing that we were doing. It's like when the guys came down and bought her, they already had that in plan. You know, I guess everybody do. Some people do be paying attention. You know, yeah, especially when you people you know. Okay, I ain't gonna be that long on the rest of them. I'm just going through them a little bit quicker here. If anybody got any questions, y'all, you know, well, I won't be looking on the board to catch them, okay? I'm gonna be trying to go through these as quick as I can. This one right here. MVP's King Kunta, Super Sports. He was a 5-time winner. See that number 4 says he lost to certified Kennel Diablo due to a handler falling at 35 minutes. Well, he's actually a grand champion because in the rules to be a grand champion, if you were winning at the time that the foul was committed, and it was due to the handler doing the foul, it does not cost against the dog. Actually, the foul actually canceled the match. You know, they might have put him in as a loser and he lost the money, but as far as the match itself was canceled. That's how they do it. If the dog wasn't winning, then it wouldn't have mattered. Dude could have fouled just to get his dog out of there. You know what I'm saying? But in this dog's case here, he fouled on the handler and the foul didn't cost against him. They must don't know the rules. But the dog actually won. The dog actually won 5, and he is considered a grand champion. The other thing is, you see the Gainesville Savage. The Savage dog got Mayday in him too. He's a going hard dog. Based on the way they got the dog bred, every time you see King Kunta, that's Little Mayday. So see, you got Little Mayday. See this right here, that's a Mayday cross right there. Along with Stone City. And you know what happens when you cross the Mayday and the Stone City dogs. So this was actually a Mayday dog right here. Crossed into really a yellow dog. You know, that's the yellow bug cross. It's not a bad cross here because she was a nicely bred. See, when you see the buck there, and not only you're gonna see the buck, that's a bull's dog. You're gonna see the Patrick there. That's what they are. That's where that rough shit come from. And again, you see it's a black dog. Now look at this coming off of whiskey, coming off of Little Mayday. He's not going to be a black dog. You see that? And if you actually look at Kunta, you see the dog in the front. It looks very much like Buck Rogers and Bebe. Dog just on our emblem. That's the second grand champion that had Growing Hard in it. I can guarantee you, we can go down through here and we can see if any of these dogs produce. Let's go around and see if they produce anything outside of him. Don't they look alike? Anytime you cross that Mayday, Stone City stuff, you see all that yellow? Those dogs, those are genetics they kind of carry. One thing they do have that I always loved about them, I love their bodies. There you go, a one-time winner. They bred him a lot. Here's another one. What do you see there? Little Mayday. Would say 50 minutes, 52 minutes, and 2 hours and 23 minutes. You know, was it the yellow? Handicap, just a good cross. Match dogs. I'm only doing champions tonight, y'all, so I'm moving quick. Don't want to move too fast, but I don't want to move too quick. Okay.
We give a big shout out to my man, Mr. Ronnie Comer in the house. What up, fam? Besides the Mayday family, what else would you consider a great Red Boy Jeep? Bolio Tombstone. Red Boy Jeep, Bolio Tombstone family of dogs. What you gonna notice tonight, man? We're gonna be stuck on that because there's not really too much better you can get, and we're gonna show you here in a second. Because right now we're working from our way in the back, and we're gonna work our way forward. And you're gonna be able to see just how we converted from what you're seeing now all the way up to the Red Boy Jeep Bolio Tombstone.
This is another one. This is one today.
Come on. Make it some back here.
It's champion what a day. She's another one. This is a picture I was at 6 months old. But remember that picture. Remember that look. Again, Little Mayday. Now you got Little Mayday and Brat. Litter mates. Now we got Little Mayday, Yellow Buck being bred to Miss Nico. Same stuff. Sarah Kale breeding back into Heavy Mayday. What made these dogs different? I still believe this bitch right here changed everything about these dogs right here. So everything they was bringing to the table, they all had carried that Red Ace Killer style. They had good dogs to go with it. But you got two killers right here. To me, I say you got 3 killers because Mayday was a killer. Daddy was. So everything close to these dogs, everything close from Red Ruby, Grand Champion Red Ruby, finish him. You know what I'm saying? And all the way down to King Kunta. I didn't even go over his times. We should have looked at his times, but he was a good one. And like I said, he beat Champion Savage, and him and Champion Savage were almost like half brothers, because you'll find Little Mayday and Savage. And Savage is a heavy going hard dog too.
Big shout out to SBC Kennels. I see you, fam. Yo, Ronnie. Big shout out to my man Ronnie Comer in the house. What up, fam?
right, guys, still going hard dogs. This is champion Elrod, another 4-time winner. You see, that's why I be see them bodies that be on them. He almost looked like his mama, just looked like a big size of her. Coming off another Mayday cross. That's Baby. There goes Sarah Carol Little Buck. Bred into Little Mayday. Yellow Apache. Same stuff to created Ramel Buck. Same thing to created Ramel Buck, the crosses. You know, you're going to get the Jeep out of that. Remember Ramel Buck? Yellow Apache has Jeep in her. She has a lot of Jeep. We didn't go back in there far enough to take a peek on how much Jeep she had in her. She has a lot of Jeep. Buck. That was Yellow Apache. We take. That's why these dogs were producing. Look how we're breeding them. You know, Jamie, Latin Force and Jamie and them, they made a smart move right there, but they was paying attention. You know, believe me, for people to make those kind of moves, they knew who these dogs were. Mike said they had me. It's just the right moves. I just always felt like they was making moves that they were smart moves. They followed the trend like we followed it. He had a little May sister too. I'll just go to sibling so we can get her out the way. She looked more like her mama. She had one going hard ear like Red Ace, and the other ear was like Mayday. Here's a picture of Baby. Look at her ear. There's the going hard ear. There's the Mayday ear. She produced 4 champions: What a Day, Yellowbird, Elrod, and Gus. We've seen What a Day, we'll go get Gus. We've seen all the other ones. This is how Gus is, champion Gus. Came again off of Baby, but now she's being bred to champion Orca. Heavy Barracuda. Okay, let's keep it going. Got a question, Mike?
Big shout out to my man, Mr. Ronnie Comer. He said, is the story true about Mayday winning 4 before he had to redo it again because it was he was in the hands of the wrong person? Nope, it wasn't Mayday. It was actually Barracuda. And it wasn't that he was in the wrong hands. You know.
What did he say?
Is it true about the story Mayday winning 4 before he had to redo it again because it was
right? It was
Barracuda.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was Barracuda.
It wasn't in the wrong hands.
It wasn't the fact he was in the wrong hands. It was just they was doing it. They was just doing it. They wasn't even reporting them. And Victor Victor put a halt to that shit. I think he wasn't giving up. Victor wasn't giving up no papers until everybody started recording. But now it wasn't Mayday. It was actually Barracuda.
Yeah, he was that no name.
Yeah, he was that no name. Hey Mo, my man Chico Nicholas says, "Hey twins." Let me get to it right quick. He said, "Hey twins, does anybody have collections off May 2?" Yes. Yeah, he has a collection, but they real stingy with it. Believe that. That much I do know. They do have straws, but they are really stingy with it. I think he did put it up on the market at one time, and then he thought about it.
Okay. Here's another little dog out their litter. This is a litter mate to Yellowbird and Elrod. She threw a nice little male here. You know, and you see what they did. They took the Mayday stuff, that's heavy Mayday with the Stone City. You know, the cross that actually works. And this dog right here, see, it's a pretty nice dog. But if you notice, he looks, see that long neck and that power? Here comes some Red Boy. They took the heavy Mayday and the Eli, and they put this Red Boy with it. For those who really don't know this part, Carl Mims, you're going to see nothing but a lot of Red Boy. You know, Champion Tate, my boy Tony Wade, Champion Tate came down off of these dogs. And as it goes back, Champion Tate was a Red Boy snooty dog. But look at this cross here. See what they were doing? They go one of them questions was being answered. You know what I'm saying? They were doing that way back here. We got Snooty, Tombstone Red Baby, Tuffy, the cremator stuff. The thing that I see here, see all this? I can see cremator, even though these dogs produce. No, I leave that me personally, I leave that in the breeder's hands. See, breeders do this. And it look like they real organized when they doing it. But see, this is a breeder move. So this would be good education for a breeder. You know, like I said, I can take you to Champion Tony Wade's Champion Tate, and Champion Tate is a snooty Red Boy cross. And me and Tony go way back. When I say way back, I mean we way back there. The thing that I saw that made me think, why did Royal Red D take this stuff right here and put it with this stuff right here? You know, because to him, he think he made a real good dog, because I know what he got out of this. This dog's got 2 brothers and a sister. They're champions. Coming down off a registered mad bitch. You know? And Tank, he was not only a 2-time best in show, he was a 2-time winner, but he was also both times he won best in show. But he looks just like Buck Rogers on our thing. Look at them long head, that long neck. And that Buck Rogers and Baby are litter mates. Toro Dog, I go back there and show you Buckshot before we leave, so y'all can get a full impact on Buckshot. Rebel, Rebel, Rebel. Just the helm and stuff. Just that batten door goes like the nigga. Alligator. Heavy alligator. See, again, I be saying, breeders, dog men, you know what I'm saying? Dog men, you know what I mean? You see the work. You see the work, dog man. Now here come the breeders. See what happens when the breeders start getting to them? See the breeders work? Breeders do this. Over and over. I can click it. Now we up in the Chinaman. Does it lead back to anything? Yeah, because Chinaman Bolio. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Chinaman's Bolio. And there we go. We got more Snooty, Eli, and don't forget, Frisco goes back to Bolio. Nice combination, but you can see dog man, dog man, dog man. Here we come to the breeders. See how the names start? Look, see it? You see it? You still can't say, because they breed like that, you're not getting good dogs, because all you see is a breeder in the breeder's hand right now. It's all that's going down in the breeder's hand. But as you move forward and move up, this is how those lines are sustainable. You know, when you got a line that can be sustainable like this right here, because all this is a breeder. Everything you see going here is a breeder. And you finally got somebody who can step up, and 2-time winner, 2-time best in show. I bet you, if he could produce, it would be a surprise to me. See? I don't know much about him, but I know that the guy, you know, the boys that had him, they were good dogs. And again, breeders. Okay? And that was one of them ones with the rare boy Eli Patrick Tombstone cross. Even with the Snooty, don't forget Boomerang and Arch Missy, Snooty's mother, were litter mates. Don't forget that, guys. So in our time, if you're looking at it when we're breeding dogs, Arch Missy and Boomerang being litter mates, you know, throughout the years, it just seemed like, you know, I think a lot of people missed that. I think a lot of people missed that Arch Missy was Snooty's mama. But you best believe, I believe she was the one that threw the spark in the pedigree. I could have went on all sides of those dogs, and they weren't producing shit. You know, there was a big factor in there, and I think she was the factor that changed up. Okay. I'm gonna go.
Sorry, brother. Big shout out to my man, Mr. John Johnson. What up, fam?
Here's another one. Champion Little Wiggles. That FTWDTK is also Gangville, y'all. Just letting y'all know. No, we call him Gangville now. Bring It On is also Gangville. Just letting you know. These are Gangville dogs. That's a Gangville dog. That's made to Gangville dog. You know, he tried other hand, you're gonna see 50-50 combines sometime. You know, Gangville. You know, he went through a couple changes in his search for the silent name. And Gangville been Gangville for over at least 10 years. But this is the same Gangville. These are still his dogs. There's Made 2 there. There's his champion skins. You know, he also had this bitch right here. Good bitch. Red Boy Cross. Special was a nice little dog. But this is Gangville breeding. All this is Gangville. Look at the cross. Look at that. Look at the female looking like Brat and them, don't she? Champion Little Wiggle. For those who know who this dog is, if y'all know Screaming Demon, you know Champion Screaming Demon was double bred Fatty Girl. Champion Screaming Demon was double bred Champion Screaming Demon was double bred Fatty Girl. And before he came along, this dog right here, Skins, was a bad dog. Before Wacko lost, they bred the Wacko and came out with Skins. And Skins and Made 2 and Hardcore produced a bad little bitch. Champion Lil Wiggle. Still going hard dog. You know, we did this one the other day. Go ahead, Mike.
Big shout out to my man, big shout out to my man, Mr. Ronnie Comer. He said, you just call out 85% of the dog men. They just want to produce good dogs that can produce good dogs so they can sell and make a name for themselves and brag about what they didn't do. I hear you, fam.
That bad or good? Okay, y'all, we just did this one the other day when we was going through the Gaston dog, Loghead. Remember I said 50-50? I don't know, sometimes he, like I said, FTD, KW, you know, and then you got Bring It On, and then you got 50-50 Combine. Still all Gangville, as you notice. Another champion. Champion Bandit champion, aka Bendino. Heavy Hollingsworth Cross. Got Luke Kang, you got Brat, you got Boy, Double Bread Boy, you got Champion Loghead. But do you notice? Do you notice something? Do you notice when a dogman is doing this, what you're saying compared to when a breeder is doing this? So what would you classify this? Well, Gameville is not a breeder. I say like this, they all get to a point where they start turning into breeders. And you'll see that. But to me, they were doing things to keep them busy. And that's what we was doing. And the best way to get busy, you go breed to them champions. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be no whole bunch of open gaps there. You're gonna see a whole lot of activity. No, I just wanted y'all to pick that. I want y'all to, as we be going through these champions, and I'm pulling them up, it's gonna be something y'all gonna notice. Remember, it hasn't changed much either as I've been doing this. Remember, I had put up nothing but 1 2-time winner, and that was what's old boy, Sherman the Tank. Okay, we did him before, so that's a good cross, y'all. If y'all, I'm giving you an opportunity. We ain't got to break that down because a lot of it's right there in front of you. We know we know Luke Kang, we know Brad, we know Mayday, we know the Gaston dogs. You can tell it's a good line breed, and then you got the clam bar boys and hardcore down there, which we know that's Red Boy. That's clearly Red Boy. Okay. Oh, Jenny was definitely a Red Boy dog. I forgot she has some Jeep in there down at the bottom. Look at Breaker. This is Bozak and them sister right here. Bozak and Redman Little May's sister. That's who this dog is right here. See him? Felony, all that. Champion Bozak, Champion Redman. That's their Little May's sister. But hey, look at it like this. We just got done talking about it. Okay? We got Bozak, Redman, and the Little May's sister here. Okay? Can't you tell that when you see it, things happening in a dog man hand? You see what you're getting? Next move. See what we're getting? See those moves? See what we're getting? Now it looks a whole lot different. See that? It's being consistent because we're still doing things just giving us what? Production. And he was also a 4-time winner, y'all. He was a 4-time winner. He got snatched up in story was he got snatched up in a raid. He didn't get away. A dog could have been a grand champion. As we keep moving on, here's another one. This is Champion 38 Special. He won his first off-the-chain match at 14 months old. And he made him pick the dog up in 7 minutes from a throat hold. I guess he grew up and got smarter. The next 3 matches, he blew through this competition with his notorious rear end style. His last one was the most difficult against a barnstorming Eli dog that went into the show with 3 hooks and lost another one an hour and 23 minutes in. But he weathered the storm and came out on top. Retired him for stud, but was later on killed by his son in a chain accident. But look how he's bred. Now, what do you think? You think this is a breeder breeding like this or a dog man breeding like this? More going hard dogs, but look how they're breeding them. Another dog off of May 2. $357. Don't forget Macho Buck. All the common collections. Don't forget the Stone City. See the Stone City Mayday down there. We already know art stuff gonna go with that shit. We done seen it. Ramel Buck. You know, good breeding, smart moves. Like the buck in there, see it? It's still a formula. Genetics still moving along too now. We still getting on that back end. So we know Weather Day was a back end dog. We knew Air Rod was a back end dog. Who was the other one? Red Ruby was a back end dog. Brat was a back end dog. Little Mayday was a back end dog. And they all kind of like got rid of their people in kind of short order. You know? And they had the gameness. You find some out there that had the gameness. They take them 2 or 3 hours to get there. They're going to get there. You're going to see there's a lot more champions, guys, when you factor in Little Mayday and what he did produce when he did produce, because he only produced really for 2 camps. He produced for Gameville as Kunta, and he produced for Gotta Eat. And all those camps are right here, down here with us. All those camps, we all know each other. And we all running, and they all running the same shit. Maybe they didn't know that Kunta was Little Mayday. But, you know, when you look at King Kunta, you know, it was said that, you know, somebody got smart over there. Basically. Okay, where am I? Gotta go get Jimmy.
Big shout out to my man, Insane Honey Badger. He said, I was telling my boy the other day, you buy from third stream breeders, you get average Metacores. Mediocre dogs, but if you got to a second stream breeder that got dogs from good dogs, your chances are better. I would agree, sir. But then people think we be crazy when we talk about we don't do nothing but try to breed nothing but champions. But you have to understand the philosophy when you take on that type of mind frame, because some people be thinking, oh, just because you breed a grand champion, it don't guarantee you a good dog. Well, put it like this. How about, as you notice, as we've been going along, you don't see a whole lot of these champions. They're all going to be having a whole lot of shit that's in common. The key was when we were doing these dogs before Gameville and anybody got their hands on them dogs, even when they start crossing up the Mayday shit with the Stone City shit. Way before those guys were doing it, we were still crossing the hardcore shit. I think about now them are proteges. Remember, we was using everything that we bred, everything that we were matching, we bred. Everything that they're matching, they're breeding, and it's going to continue like that. Now, listen, fellas, This shit is going, I don't know if you're paying attention to the dates. Because remember, we were out of the dogs by 2008. Okay. Now, watch the dates as we move forward, but watch the bloodline. Watch the breeding. Watch what's able to happen and continuously happen over a long part of time. Pay close attention. Then you'll see his comment is basically, listen, fellas, when you get it on your yard, basically, and it works for you, there's no reason to try to be, doctoring up shit when you're trying to make what you already got that's good better. The key is what made your shit good, and you have to be able to maintain that better without losing the good. So the moves that you make determines what that looks like, and you don't have a whole lot of years to be trying to figure out if shit work. So to save yourself some time, pay attention to what's going on tonight. Because tonight we're talking about lineage. Let me see here. My man John Johnson said, follow the production. Everything else is just a sales pitch. You get what you pay for, or you produce it yourself. That's what I'm saying, John. We're on the same page, baby. Then Saint Honey Badger said, and on top of that, of all of that, a lot of people never need a champion, grand champion. Just heard somebody else say that bullshit. Damn, man. Cool. Okay.
Okay, we on Jimmy now. Okay, we on Champion Jimmy, guys. Champion Jimmy. 4-time winner, won his last one as a true champion. It was 2013 Dog of the Year. Black said it was his first good dog he truly missed. The guy's bred. Again, all Gameville. This is a Gameville dog right here. See all that? Oh, that's all Gameville. Every one of these dogs will go back to going hard. Except for Fatty Girl. We already told you the story on Fatty Girl. This one right here, same thing. Remember I told you everybody about the 2 cold dogs. Them 2 cold dogs. See, Sassy Girl, baby, and them mama, this is Sassy Girl's brother. You notice that? Coming off a little Mayday in Apache. He was a cold male. She was a cold female. She was cold. But they produce Black Girl, Mayday Girl. But look how much May 2 you're going to find in there. There's May 2 there. That's Mayday and Brat. Mayday and Brat. Mayday. See that? Still more Mayday. So all this is Mayday right here. From up here, all the way down to right here is all Mayday. Every one of them dogs is coming down off of Mayday. So if you start adding yellow to that, and we start going beyond Mayday, look at all the yellow dogs we got in here. Now we got yellow Apache in here. We're up to 2013. So that's a whole bunch of yellow when you're sitting back here looking at all this yellow. And we ain't on the walk-em-all train. We got up there a long time ago back here. Where these dogs are no longer going hard dogs. These are Gameville dogs doing this shit. Running the going hard line. At what point did it become Gameville dogs? To me personally, when they start doing this right here. Making all them damn champions. We've seen several good dogs that they bred. Okay? Another good one. Just pay attention to the breedings. See, that's what I'm trying to get you to see. He's still not a breeder. Again, they're not breeding like a breeder. They're breeding like dogmen. We got a different little way of thinking. Okay. There's another one. Okay, we're getting into the Gameville dogs now. Champion Little G. Gameville dog. Another Gameville dog. I'll give you a picture of him before I take him to his breeding. Okay, where we want me to start at? Skittles. I can start. We start down there with Skittles. We already know May 2. Okay. Nice cross. Hardcore. There's Chance. Oh, Miss Bossy. Homer. Cool Buck. More Red Boy. Now, before I get away from Cool Buck, I want to make a connection here because later down the line, it's gonna be this connection here. I'm gonna point it out to you guys, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Okay, but this is look what they're adding to the equation. Remember, he's still playing around. He's still playing around with the Red Boy stuff, ain't he? We seen him play around with that Red Boy stuff before with the Homer stuff, the Mountain Man stuff, the Deadwood stuff. Remember that? I'm running over here to Cool Buck right quick because I want y'all to put this, make sure y'all catch this one before I leave it. See how Cool Buck is bred? Champion Cool Buck. Heavy Jeep. Another factor in what he was doing. Look at that factor. Good factor right there. Good point. Now, Cool Buck had a littermate brother that I want y'all to tag. We're going to put him off here to the side for a minute. This dog right here. Okay. That dog right there, Locks Jesse. No, we ended up put like this. My KP, he went and bought this dog. This dog right here is, like I was saying, it's Champion Grady's littermate brother. Cool Buck's littermate brother. You will see this dog again. You'll see his dog when it comes to going hard. He'll pop up. I just want y'all to notice that him and Cool Buck were littermates. And we're looking at Cool Buck in this heavy Jeep cross, another cross by Gameville. little G. Now we up around it. We, as you see, we're moving closer up into the 216s, and you know, the dog's a little older, but we are definitely moving up in years. Anybody know how many champions that was so far? So we had 2 grand champions. And so far, we had 2 grand champions and 10 champions. I get that? 2 grand champions and 10 champions so far. Actually 11, because the little female from King Kunta, I had her up. I'm not going to have to go back to her.
My man Insane Honey Badger said, I like how y'all passed the torch over with the flowers attached. A lot of folks can't accept that, and some don't want that to happen at all. But you know what, man? Here's a blessing in that. Here's some guys that believed in what we were doing anyway. Remember, they got a chance to get made to, and then work their hands from what they knew. So why not give them their flowers? You know, look at the work they're putting in. You know, that's what I liked about them. That's what I liked about Jamie. That's what I liked about Competition Kennels. That's what I liked about Most Wanted. That's what I liked about the Vieira brothers. You know, everybody took those dogs and did primarily what we were already doing. So yeah, they deserve their flowers, because this is what I be talking about, you know, the work. You got to be able to put in the work, mate. You got to be willing to put in the work.
Now, this is one of them short ones here. And the reason why I brought this one up, this is a black dragon breeding. Yeah, Tony Wade. This is Tony Wade's stuff up here at the top. I go ahead and bring up Plex and shit. That's the Black Dragon Kennels. There go Champion Tate. There go Miss Rennie. But this is Tony Wade's dog. Now, he had a Mayday dog down there too. But this little cross right here, remember him? Remember El Toro? El Toro goes back to Elrod and Yellowbird. This was the litter mate to Tank, Sherman the Tank. Well, how was they crossing it? We've seen that already. Look at that. Now, do you think with all that Mayday coming down through there was a good idea? Would you think they were thinking on this note here? Let's go back. Let's go to Toro. Let's see. Do you really think they was thinking like that? We got all this right here. When you really look at it, what you gonna really look at, guys? There's a whole bunch of Patrick in that shit. There's a lot of stuff in that that's going to go back to Bolio. A lot of strong genetic genes of Bolio in all this right here. Remember, that is still coming off of 2 litter mates that were her litter mates that were champions. And then when we go back in here, remember the deadwood stuff? I come on saying, okay, there go deadwood. Look what we're looking at when we look at deadwood. And then look what we're looking at when we look into the Hammond dogs. Alligator. That's what they are. Tight line, tight crosses. Good crosses. You can't see the work. I can guarantee you might not see the work in her. But you best believe when he took this dog to him, he was on a seeking mission, and how they ever worked up and came together to make this move right here. Hey, they was on to something. You know, maybe that was just enough spite, like we say, there's a little bit of that Jocko in there that can spark some shit. But these are nice bred dogs right here. This dog right here has got a lot of, I'm just going to just dive in a little. That's her. Okay, this is flex, so we ain't got to go way back on flex. I might go one more back so y'all can see the backside of them. But this one right here, the dog right here, Pandora, great producer and litter mate to champion rare. See, they was already starting it. They was already starting it up back here. Y'all see what I'm saying? They're already doing it back in here. See, there go Champion Tate. Now are we looking at a breeder or are we looking at a dog man? I wouldn't call it a breeder. You know, I wouldn't call it a breeder. Good dog. And keep going. I got one more. I think he had another one. I think they had another one like this. That was Champion Shiloh. Won 3 picked up game. The owner won number 4. Miss Snake is up for Going Hard Kennels baby. Same breeding. So he got 2 champions out of that breeding. Okay. So we know we can almost answer that or down so far as is that a breeder or a dog man? It's a dog man breeding. You know, you probably have to sit down and really break down into that, really break down into it, because those are Carolina breedings. You know, I'm looking at it like Carolina dogs. You know, knowing that Tony Wade was a Carolina guy. And when I say Carolina, he Carolina. I know a lot of people say they knew Harry, everybody, you know, Dr. Harry, but when Harry was sick, the only person I seen hanging out with Harry was Tony Wade. The only person that I ever seen with Harry Hargrove, and I've seen Harry Hargrove many occasions, I've seen him because of Tony Wade. And he was definitely around Tony Wade. Him and Tony Wade used to match into each other. But then he would, at the same time, he would use Tony Wade to condition his dogs. But yeah, they used to go back and forth like Gaston and Ratliff. Yeah, they used to do that. They used to go into each other. Probably for dog food, because I know, I'm not kidding. But when it came down to betting on Tony, he was always there for him. I seen champion two-time winner Rennie. I helped him on the keep on going on Rennie for number 2. That's when Tony was talking about the going hard keep. I gave him the going hard keep on Rennie. And from Rennie, he ran off with, he did it with Rennie and he did it with Tate. And it's really, to this day, if you ask him personally, he'll tell you he still used the going hard keep. Another good dog there. Let me get back in here. I'm going to be heading, so that was 2 more. So we up at 12 now, right, guys? Okay, now where we get ready to go now, we're going to go back into the world of more dogs. I think I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. This one right here, another Gameville dog, Gameville Ollie the Great. 18 minutes, 31 minutes, 39 minutes. Again, good cross, right? What changes, what makes it, only thing we're doing over here is clearing up one thing. This part right here. That to me makes a lot of difference because this bitch can produce. Okay? You're going to start seeing these dogs now. You're going to start seeing little Mayday popping up in these crosses. Keeping in mind, this is Mayday and Red Ace. And what we doing, we adding more Mayday. We're putting Mayday up here into this stuff here. These dogs here, let me go to them. Show y'all something. See? Mayday. Red Boy. When they go there, they go there. Boyles. More Patrick. Now we cross the Patrick with Gardner shit. We're going to end up in Bolio anytime. Sooner or later, when we start adding Frisco, we're going to get, remember what I told you. The only dog on the top 5 dogs that don't, they didn't literally go back to Bolio, was Jeep. Frisco has Bolio on him. Grand Champion Buck has Bolio on him. And Mayday has Bolio on him. You know, and then you only other two you got up there is yellow and Jeep. Well, guess what? We find in going hard dogs, you're gonna find all this shit. I did say buck. I said buck, Mayday, and Frisco. That's it. I did say 3. I didn't say 2. Garner. Do this look like a breeder doing this or a dog man? Grand champion Beach Boy, the spiky dog. Let me help y'all. Take a deeper look. Take a deeper look. Look at Bolero up in there. But you see where it's going, right? You see what's happening here. You see what's happening here. You see it? Brother, sister shit. Is that a breeder doing that? Or a dog man doing that? Very smart. You see, they missing. You see all that right there. And then you look and you go right up here. And you remember I was talking about old Cherokee Chief. But look what we're looking at. See what I'm saying, peoples? He beat 3 champions before losing the champion Spike. That's Vietnam's champion Spike. But he beat 3 champions before he lost to Spike. No, he still on lost to Spike. Yeah, we always called him Stallone. Yeah, I ain't never knew him as Energized. I always knew him as Stallone. Yeah, Vietnam Kennels ended up buying the dog after the fight. Okay? That's a story in itself. But as we keep going, as we came back here, looks this is where I was at. And I was at Ivy the Great. Okay? I was at Ivy the Great. Now this dog right here, champion Banks, was another good one. No, that used to be Gotta Eat Banks, y'all, before he got sold. But that's a Gotta Eat dog. And, you know, this guy here, Bales, you know, he just died. You know, he died the same week as, he died the same week as Ronnie Boyles. Especially that's the same Bell that had the Baby Jones dog, Bell's Baby Jones in them. You know what I'm saying? But see the breeding? Very smart. The only thing that I bought that brings these dogs to the table is with all that going on, that right there is a Mayday dog. So you add a Mayday on top of all that other shit that's going on. Don't forget Backstreet and them boys. They got Bulls dogs, right? There they go. Well, we're going to see a lot more. We're going to see a lot more Patrick. Buster Brown coming off a butt. We're going to just remember all this is a bunch of Patrick dogs. Boy Bob, Bolio, the whole, look at it. I told you, anytime you count your money when you see Klaus and Red Baby. Red Baby. Red Baby, Little Taylor, there you go. I mean, I'm trying to tell y'all, it's the Red Baby. It goes back to that Klaus hit. That's what put that in these dogs here. You know, I can keep on clicking black bumpers, and I'm going to still be heading back that way. There she go again. I said Red Baby. Red Baby. Major Factor. Dirty Mary got a Red Baby. Little Tater got Red Baby. Every time we talk about that Red Baby stuff, what I tell y'all, y'all can start looking for that one thing. Start looking for it. There he is. There he is. That's the key. Always have been the key. Remember, this dog took off with Boyle's dogs, Gaston dog, Undertaker dog, Buck dogs, Going Hard dogs, Stone City dogs, Black Ice dogs, REP dogs, Abraham dogs, Windy City dogs. Is these breeders or are these dog men? Look at these crosses. What are we pulling up? We're pulling up winners. Champion, Gameville, I did a great. We don't even have to run around here and go down here to Mr. Link, do we? Should we go over here to Champion Carlito? Well, let's go take a look at Champion Carlito. They have no problem breeding them champions. 23, 43, and 46. 2015. What are we looking at? We see Juliette. You know, we see Dolly. We see Mayday. So we already know Little John got a lot of him in there. A lot of him in there, don't we? So we got a whole lot of Harlem work. You talking about him? Oh, that's Yellow Brother. That's Yellow Brother right there. Legitimate brother. So that's Grand Champion Gainey's JR is Yellow's legitimate brother. Mike was asking me about him like that was it was familiar. Yeah, that is Yellow's brother. But look at this. Y'all see all this? Dolly. Dolly bred back into what? Not Yellow. But just as well got the blood. Lil John was a producer. You give me that Mayday cross, gonna get you every time. Double bred Mayday with more yellow there. The registered marriage shit gonna follow. It's gonna follow. The genetics, how can it not? How can it not? Look at this. We know what he is, but check out the hardcore dog. What are they still doing? Tell me if that ain't a Jeep Red Boy cross. You know, when I say Jeep Red Boy, I'm gonna throw the Jocko because he got the yellow in there, but yellow is Red Boy. All you giving me is a taste of Jocko. You give me a taste of Jocko, and you give me a taste of Jeep, but you give me a lot more Honey Bunch than you giving me Jocko. Y'all see that? Coming down off of all on bitch. Crossing the yellow shit, the Red Boy shit. Because that's how you breed. Nice cross. Nice Eli cross. I had to go there. I had to go there. I just had to go there. I'm just, if you're gonna see it, you're gonna see it. I just wanted to point that out. I just had to go there. I just wanted to make sure that, I had to show y'all that. I said, anytime you see that stabber, telling you, you're going to find it, and you're going to find it in some good-ass dogs. From Boyles to Buck to way over here. Way over here, down here in this Eli shit with Bully Son in there. Throwing him in the crosshairs. Producing an all-rim shit. Just like it does a lot of them great dogs. Bet you nobody say Stabber as much as Twin do. Twin know where he at. Twin know where he at. Trust me. I can sniff him out. Okay, let me keep it going. Where we at now? Let me see who we on. Okay, we was on. Yeah, we was on Chapin Carlito. We just do, that's another great cross right there too. And as you can tell, look at them dogs. Carlito, he ain't got no boils in him whatsoever. But they down there look alike when you start putting them together. All the characteristics. Dolly. It could be more than one particular dog that can make a line of dogs great, guys. And that's when you put that where it's supposed to be, that's a whole lot of Mayday in that dog from here up. A whole lot of Mayday and a whole lot of Eli. And even when we go running around in that looking for that, guess what? We still running into that damn Stabber shit all through this pedigree. That's why these dogs are winning. Red Baby, Factors, anything coming down off of that. Oh, we're not done. Okay, where'd I go off at? I did Stabber. Okay. Go ahead. That was Champion Audio the Great. Okay.
I want to give a big shout out to my man SBC Kennels in the house. What up, fam? My man Horsepower said everything on the bottom was Carolina. Preston King, Hargrove, and BDK. That Rebel dog produced Southern Kennels champion Psycho. He was bought from my buddy, Cripple Glenn. Hold on.
No, I just want to know. He knew Tony. Oh, no, I was just asking. Did you know? Did he say BDK? That's Tony. I was asking if he knew Tony too.
I'm pretty sure he do. He said BDK.
Okay, here is Champion Savage. Champion Savage beat Champion Rolo in 1 hour and 45. But he lost game because he went up 2 pounds. Let me get the story right. When he went into King Kunta, he gave up 2 pounds. They brought him up to, I think it was what, 40, 42? No, I know he went up 2 pounds. So it might have been 45. It might have been 45, but I know he went up, he went up 2 pounds. He gave up 2. It wasn't the right weight. King Kunta was too big for him. Even though he was a strong-ass dog, you give somebody 2 pounds and, he come in there looking like Buck Rogers, that's like him going in his damn half-brother. Because that's exactly what he did. Another good dog. You see, there you go again. All these is going hard dogs right up here. There's Black Girl, we seen her. And there's G and Fatty Girl. Made 2 and Fatty Girl. This right on here, this is the street sweeper stuff. More Garner stuff. You see how they taking the spike, they working that Garner in there, continuously working Frisco. He studied working the Frisco hand. Champion Troy. Just wanted to show y'all. We're going to be tapping into that Bolio here. We're going to be tapping into that Bolio Eli cross here. Y'all see it coming? For those that don't know, want me to go one more for you? Yeah, I go another one. Go here. We'll take it this way right here. That's why you hear me talking about Cherokee Kennels. Yes, sir. Look closely. Anytime we look at all that Boils and Eli. You starting to see it now? Y'all seeing it now? Huh? I don't really think I need to go too much further unless y'all want me to go down into that roof and stuff and go get y'all some alligator shit too now. Remember, we seen a little alligator cross with these dogs too tonight. And we've been pulling up nothing but champions now. All right? And that was just the top half. As you can look at the bottom, the top half ain't got nothing on the bottom. We know we're going to go and see the same thing again. Now we're going to add more Eli because we're going to throw some Dutch boy up in there. Double bread. Oh, Smokey. Got him up in there a couple times. Okay? Cross with some old family red. You see that guy? Grand Champion Smokey. Coming off of, I always said, Champion Dutch boy. They got him as Grand Champion. Okay, I'll take it. But look at the breeding. We're talking about another champion. Savage. That's what he came down off of. Going hard, cross into that shit. He knocked off a champion and he lost to a champion, but he lost game. He damn near lost to his half brother. especially in this whole top half of here. This is all Mayday here. SJ. A lot of Mayday back into the red boy stuff. But all that's going hard down in this area. And there go GG again up here. So we got a double red GG, red boy on the top and yellow on the bottom. Still red boy Jocko. But that's a heavy yellow dog, knowing that all these dogs has got yellow. All these dogs gonna find yellow in them, every single one of them. When I say yellow, this is not even enough. We see it all here, but watch this. You're gonna even see it even more. Even more. We're not done. We go down here and hit Hershey. You see it all up there coming off of Mayday. Oh, we got more yellow. We got a lot more yellow. Don't forget, we can go way back here to amber and get yellow. 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 See it? All that. And the way this bitch is bred, who would ever believe that she was cold? No, she had 80 big papers, guys, and I don't know why that's a blank. But, you know, if you know Bowman's Jill, you know, and this pedigree here, because she was definitely 80 being registered. This the dog right here that lost to Lock and Load, Crossroad. He did lose. And you see what he came down off of. Outlaw. B. Hines had him. That's how we got the puppy, you know. That's really how we got the pup. Okay, here we go. Next one. Oh, yeah, we still doing shit. Okay. Still Gabriel stuff.
My man Horsepower says Southern Kennels use that Rufus Chinaman blood with the Mayday Great Cross. Good show. Stay dark. I feel you, fam. But see, fellas, the obvious should be the obvious. You know, look for yourself. Look at what's working. And we're still working our way to the future. We're moving up. You're going to start seeing nothing has changed over damn near 30 years. Lineage. Just follow along.
Okay, here's another good one.
Oh,
okay, I'm sorry. Split personality. 29, 30, 35. He went 37, 142, and 36. Again, what are we looking at? We just came off of what? Who was that we just got off of? Savage. So I guess this must be Savage's brother. Okay, those littermates, that's two champions in that. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, here's another champion coming up a little Mayday. This is Little Mayday, bred to a Stone City dog, champion skeezer. That's an obvious in the hat there, ain't it? Champion skeezer. I hope y'all keeping up with these numbers. Because now we're going to get down, we're down to the, we're starting to go into the little Mayday dogs now. Right here. I can't have it on my face. I'm looking down. I can't be looking at the paper and I got this thing sitting in my face like this. Okay. Hold on. There's another one, Champion Little Dirty. Another one up a little Mayday. You know that's up north. The Fonz and STP, Bo's Nasty. Yes, sir. Jose's Bull. Another Heavy Patrick. Another one up a little Mayday. Y'all see that, right? Now I'm going to see if I can show y'all a quick one that looks like. See if I can find him. Says she's the best 26, 27, 28 pounder dog in the world. Said nothing ever, none of them ever scratched back into her. Well, we definitely know why. Y'all know this bottom is all. We can go back in there. You see where we're going with it already again. You know, like I said, LaVon, this is up there up north. I know every one of these guys. You know, we even bred the Bo Nasty. There go my boy from Rock City. You know, this is where all the Bishop boys, Biorio, Buffalo Soldiers, Sean B, that's all that area right there. Arsenal Kennels, old school dog men. A lot of great dogs up in that area. Definitely another hard spot to play in back then. We moving up. This don't he look like George? And that's a female. That's the one I'm talking about, Blizzard. That's the one I was talking about, her. See, I told you, man. That's the one I was looking for. Yeah, that's her. A bad little bitch. Straight killer. Yeah, I was talking to Mike about this dog here. This is the dog I could not remember. I know Blizzard, you know, I know Phil. So it was like, okay, I know Phil was the first one that had a champion coming off a little Mayday. You know, we always thought it was Kunta, you know, back then. You know, but I knew once I knew who Little Mayday was, I was like, Bill was the first one to have one. And when you pull up George, you know, and that would be a good one to pull up right quick. If I had him right there, it would be so much quicker. What's over here? So dirty. Nope. Let me run down here, see if I can pick him up right quick. That'll help.
My man Chico Nicholas said, hey, twins, I found out who got the May 2 straws. It's going to be a good year. You better keep it to yourself, Chico. You better keep it to yourself.
As y'all can see, Little Mayday was putting some champions down, wasn't he? Uh-huh. You know, we got more than that coming. Now look at this dog here. And this dog. One's coming off of May 2. And this is coming off of Little Mayday. Two-time best in show winner too, another one. Coming off of May 2. You remember I was talking about earlier about the don't forget this one dog, Locks Jesse. There you go again. Okay, here he is again. Now you see him with a Mayday dog. Little May brother, the greatest cool champion cool buck. And as you see, Locks Jesse coming off of, this is Satan's Little May's sister right here. This is Satan, this is Little May's sister.
Oh, man.
I'm going to go there now. You got it? Okay, you might want to go ahead and pull the picture out right quick. So let me pull it up. Okay, well, we on the same thing. Okay, I got taken away, but here we go. This dog right here is the Little May coming down off of Jesse. Here's our Little May. Little May's the champion Charlie, champion BJ, and BLB's Lester, who was a two-time winner, one-time loser. And this is Satan's sister. There's the lock. There's Jesse right there. Now, this is, I'm just gonna bring it over, but I'm gonna just take you somewhere so y'all will know. This guy here, yeah, he's the one that had Dolomite, and Dolomite is also Grand Champion Luther's Little Mate. Those were brothers. Okay. Give me 1 second here, because I got to put something on the board here. The reason why I had to jump over there, because all this connects back to the George dog, because George was made to bred into the Satan stuff. So you see Little Mayday producing, you see Maytu producing, you see Bebe producing. So these are all good dogs. Yes. Imperative that I get this off, guys. I can move on. You still gotta eat. Okay, Mike wanted me to get this up, but I want to show y'all the pedigree first before we read it. Remember, we were talking about competition kennels earlier, right? See this breeding here? They made a real big deal out of this breeding because this was that little female. When they took the dogs off my yard, she was the only one that didn't. She was the one that got away. Her little mates did. But we're gonna read what they said. Champion Carpenter in competition, Little Bruiser. On the left, OT Nico Storm on the right. Being bred on the yard of the great Carpenter. Carpenter's Jocko, Carpenter's Beauty is the blood behind Dog of the Year, Grand Champion Struthers Luther, Champion Barrels Dolomite, and Grand Champion Satan. Jocko and Beauty were bred by Maurice Carver himself off of Carver's Stompanato and acquired by Carpenter as seen in the Ed Farron Complete Game Dog book. Champion Bruiser Carver comes through Champion Banjo, Grand Champion Banjo, Dog of the Year, and Grand Champion BB Red. Now they're taking this stuff and they're crossing this stuff into the banjo stuff. People, this is not the first one you're going to see. And as we're moving up, you're going to start seeing these going hard dogs, these Mayday dogs, and you're going to be finding these banjo dogs and BB Red dogs cross with these dogs. So I got that out the way.
Hold on. Let me do my Nico Storm thing right quick.
Okay. I can put up the other pedigree where she got the pups. Yeah, I got the pups of her after the breeding. So I'll put that up right quick.
Okay.
That's the litter.
That's going.
That's Nico Storm. This is a second litter, 8, and all of them are there. Well, one thing about them dogs, they were good bred dogs, and coming down off of Sassy, they could do that. Okay, Storm is the half sister to Champion Matt, 2-time winner Brick, Little one-time winner. Carnivore one-time winner. Grandparents are Diablo, two-time winner. Twisted Nico, one-time winner, or actually a two-time winner. Heavies champion Nico, registered married. Champion Nico Jr., Miss Nico, champion Bozak, champion Twisted, grand champion Yellow Buck, grand champion Mayday. The last and the most important of the X-Men. So they would return her to GHK to make her all own. Well, the X-Men are her little mates. When you guys was asking me, well, how did you know they was going to be that good? Well, she was the only one that never left the yard. She was the only one that made it out the yard. And you'll hear more about her toward the end of the show, because she's going to pop up again. You've heard us talk about it several times. She's going to pop up by the end of the show in the now. But you see how she's bred. And she was also, Twisted Nico is also the litter mate to the shit. Like I said, guys, I call her the shit for a reason. But this is off of Twisted and Naya. When I told you I knew Pro Set, I got her from Pro Set. And I bred the champion Twisted. And I got this dog here, he went on to be he was a two-time winner. He messed up his teeth, but he ended up being a two-time winner. And the shit went on, she won one, and they claimed she was dead, but she popped up in the Virgin Islands. Said one of the baddest dogs that they ever had on their island. So believe me, if you had seen her, you would have seen, she was a pandy. Now, I can tell you all that. She was a young dog on our yard, and I can tell you she was a pandy. I didn't see nothing. We didn't never see nothing go over 9 minutes with her. And she was, if Muslim making them saw her, I'm pretty sure she was going to end up coming up dead. Okay, y'all, I'm getting close to the end of all our champions. I just got one more set that I have to go through. But it won't be a lot of them. But they'll be interesting. These are still coming down off a little Mayday. Champion Criminal. This is Magadi. Another one. Little Mayday. This is literally a Boyle's dog down here. But it still all goes back to Patrick. We know that. I'm going to start here. That's why I keep on saying Cherokee Kennels. Okay. See that? See Queen, you see all the right stuff there. Okay, you see all the right stuff there. Can you hear me? I don't hear myself no more. Take one. Mic check. Check one, check one. Can you hear me now? Okay. Yeah, all this can end up going back to boils anyway. You know, we've seen this several times tonight. I mean, Patrick. You take this dog right here, like I said, little Mayday. Now we adding Mayday to the equation. And you're gonna see some damn good dogs. Here you go. One thing you're gonna see is those characteristics, they just don't stop coming out. I did say champion criminal. Okay, now he did have some offsprings, y'all. He has some pretty good dogs coming down off of him. I'm gonna go through them. And y'all see how he's bred though, right? Oh no, that's not the right number. There's something wrong here. Not blood raw. I'll just get it this way. There you go. This is champion blood raw. 3-time winner, 1-time loser. Look at the ears. We seen the bank stuff earlier. Coming down up to Geronimo stuff. Remember them guys earlier? We know that all this right here is going to go back. We're still dealing with a whole lot of what? Patrick. Still from here on down. And we're going to start, we can literally say Mayday and Yellow right from here. Because you're going to have Mayday. But that Patrick is going to start red bull on the top, and then you start going down from here on down. Even with this one, here on down, we're going to run into nothing but Patrick dogs. But they were good dogs. These were good dogs. 1-time loser. Now, you know, we did see Criminal stand the line before. On his third time out, I said him quit in 40 minutes. I think he ran hot and wasn't able to recover, but I seen him quit. But he did come back out and he did win his championship. Not taking nothing away from him. But he was a good dog. And he threw one. You know, same with his brother. But, you know, I've always said, you know, Bulls dog, you're going to see a couple of them with losses. You know, some of them be game losses, and then some of them don't be game losses. You know? Okay. I think they had one more. I'm trying to remember whether it was Evil Eye. Let me see. Let me see if I can get Evil Eye up. This will be about my last one for the evening, guys. I don't want to get too much into the 2-time winners and stuff because we be here all night. And you think it ain't a lot of them? Yeah, it's a lot of them. Okay, here's another one. Total package. Again, what we got now, we got Little Mayday on the bottom, in the top. Little Mayday right there. Little Mayday right there. Everything else, we're still going to be getting a lot of Patrick. Y'all see it? We've been seeing that all night. I'm going to put the boys now, buddy. All right, guys. Now, if y'all been watching this stuff here, I'm going to take you to a new world right quick. Okay?
Big shout out to In the Woods in the house. What up, fam? Yo, big shout out to Elevated Kennels in the house. What up? Bam! Yo, J-Rock, I see you, fam.
What up, Jay? All right, guys. Here's another champion. Yellow Dog. We know we brought him up before. The one thing that's going to have that I want you guys to keep in mind earlier, remember when we was down there with the Amball stuff over there at Gameville? Remember Gameville? They was crossing the Amball stuff back then. $36. There's the Amball stuff right there, Patrick. There's the Walkmall stuff, but not all Walkmall. You know, Mrs. The Dog always said, y'all know, some of these dates might be wrong, but Patrick Mayday. Black Ice. Double Bread Lucan on the top. With Mayday and Blondie, the Stone City Cross. Macha's little mate, Macha and Macha's little mate's sister. You notice these breedings, we still dealing with breedings. Are these breeders? Remember, that was the top. Double Bread Lucan. Heavy Yellow. Because you're going to have, you see Big John there. Heavy Patrick. Can't get no heavier than that. Heavy Patrick. All the way around. The bottom, more Lucan. Now we 3 times Lucan. 3 times Lucan with some Barracuda. Y'all see that? Here's the bottom half. Walkmall stuff. Fireball. Heavy Walkmall. Don't want to forget our little mem stuff. I got to get in our little mem stuff. You know, got to get that Red Boy stuff in there. We've been seeing it all night. You know, this is one of them TOs in the motherfucking, you know, in the lab. I just wanted to have to show you this piece of it too. Remember, this is the bottom. What we got again? We got more. Now we got Barracuda. in Mayday and Blondie. Barracuda, Mayday, and Blondie. So you see how much Mayday we got in that dog? We got double Lucane here with Mayday, heavy Hollandworth all together. And then we come down here and get the same damn thing. Let me go to Spartacus. See that? Heavy. Same thing here. Don't forget that part. Heavy. So we know that's why we call him Yellow Dog. Because he is a black Mayday dog. That's it. As y'all can see, those emails address he's been bred. Matter of fact, it got one for this year. It's the Spice. We've been here before with Spice before. Yeah, Spice is coming down off of Michael Myers. Winky, same thing. See all that buck? 357, a lot of buck. West Penn, a lot of buck. So we got a whole lot of Mayday. We got a whole lot of Stone City, Blondie. We got a whole lot of Dragon Lady. Look at this. This is the top with Michael Myers. That's Michael Myers being bred to Winky. Now this bottom, if you notice, it's Nico way back here. We already see a lot of Nico right here, right? Coming down off of Queen. So let's go outside of Queen. First of all, let's get the yellow bean out the way. We see all this Nico, but let's go get him out the way because this dog is double bred green bean. Coming down off of Nico now. Coming out of this line, this is double bred. Look at that. This is who we're breeding to yellow dog. More Mayday, right? Common fit. Here's the tricky part. Look what else we adding it. Look else what we doing. We've seen all this before, haven't you? You've seen all that before, haven't you? Cochise. Double bred down in there. You see all that? Like I said, we did it back then. Why change now, right? We got to have something to offset all that Mayday. And like I said, you're not only going to see it once. We got double Nico. So that means we got double the flavor. So this is a whole lot of dead serious down in there. Cross with that Mayday. Here's the step out. More Mayday. See it? More Mayday. Put some more rat lift. They go airtight. Almost you get down there, say black eyes. Sometimes I don't know what if he's both. I know he used to run with them. I know they had dogs together. But again, we got more Mayday, and we got little buckets and stuff in there. We got a little. Don't forget, we got some vice grip in there. We got vice grip in there. We got katana in there, which is still more Mayday. More Patrick Cross. So this is gonna fit perfect for Yellow Dog. We're gonna probably have 2 bitches going to him. You know, the Little May's sister. Where is our girl at, Mike? Oh, okay. That's the sister. You got some nice little mates too. Samson and Delilah. Those are the little mates. No. Yeah, to all 4 of them, all these dogs are they still around. No, that's Samson and Delilah and Spice and Storm. Got one more for the night is out. I'll just put that up first. Let me see. Oh no, what did I just do?
Big shout out to my man. Big shout out to my man, Cosmic Cal. I see you, fam. In the wood. Game Dog University in the house. What up, fam?
Can't seem to find her. That ain't her. Let's see. I'll do it this way. Okay, here's the other stat. Champion Mr. Buddy Love. As you see who the breeder is. For those who don't know, you already know how we do things. I'll start down here with Gigi and work it back quick as possible. Champion Gigi. You see where it's going, right? You already see where we're headed. Gonna be a lot of heavy revenge, but look where we're going with it. Y'all seen all that? Remember, we seen that back there in the back. Remember that? Gigi is Buddy Love's mama. Now remember, see her color, right? But she came up for revenge and a black dog. So and then their father was a red dog. Red Bull. Sincere was a black dog. Y'all paying attention? That's when black's supposed to pop up. You will throw a black dog if you got black in you. I don't know about that same thing with baby. You already know. Here we got St. Benny's Bailey. This is where we get our black from. Look, it's double bread. See, everybody think it was the revenge. No. Yeah, it is the revenge, but it's revenge bred to this right here. That's it. That's what we need, a little touch, baby boys. That's what made him vicious. But y'all seen that before. Remember earlier? And as you can see, you'll see who this is. Who's the breeder? Thanks. Oh, we're not done yet. Hold on. Let's go back to his sibling. Remember, we talked about that earlier tonight. I said before we close out tonight, we're going to catch this before we close out tonight. You know, who bred this dog? Again, KP. Champion boss lady. Look at her times. Two-time winner. She beat Lala. Thanks, T.O., for everything, big bruh. You know, again, we're all friends. They're up in New York, you know. We see the crosses? T.O.'s Gloria, all that sincere. Play the big part. Big part. Because the double revenge, yeah. Future breeding. There it is. Look close. You see that? Hope we'll be having, we should have this done for the summer. The only out in this stuff right here is right here. The only, look, you got revenge here. You got the baby stuff here. More revenge. More revenge. More revenge. And we still playing with the Bailey. But this is the kicker. The only kicker is right here. That's it. Everything else, for future references, give me something to go back to bring it all together. That's all. Take a good look. Little make the grand champion Jesse. More Mayday on top of Mayday. More Hollywood Bull, more of all the right stuff and all in that. That's the only piece of and out. As me as a breeder, what's my factor now? With everything that we done seen. I did do Oreo, didn't I? I didn't do Oreo. Oh my God, man. I thought I did Oreo. Okay, y'all. I got one more champion, man. The Mike said I forgot. And I think I did forget him. Back. But yeah, hopefully we have them two breedings out the way before summer. We're going to be doing some wall climbing and climbing up trees too. Okay, here, look at this one here. Pay attention. Better look close because it ain't going to stay up there long. It's not going to be up there long. Are you paying close attention? Are you paying close attention? 22 minutes, 55 minutes, and 3:05. We talked about him earlier, right? There's Black Girl. There's Gigi. We've seen this before, but here's the catcher. What else did we see before? Remember this? You remember this? Amboss. Little Mayday. Huh? Y'all remember that? Midas. Yes, we're definitely excited, and maybe we can get us a female out of this stuff. You know, as you can tell, more boiled stuff. We got Hardcore's Milo in there, Sparky. See this right here? That's more yellow cross with some handicap. Some more Patrick. As you've been showing, I've been showing you all night. What I've been showing you guys that you should have learned. The difference between breeders and dogmen. Breeders and dogmen. Y'all see Bullet. Yes, that's the Bullet from my hometown. Yep, the one to beat Fat Bill. That's him. Shut him down, Champion Xena. Give you one quick look, one good look. Gameville. That's the Gameville cross. Just giving y'all a heads up. That shit will be making its way down there and down there with Yellow Dog. Working his way back up around the areas, back over there with Buddy Love. Backstreet. You got the information. You know how y'all get. Okay. Got one throw up, Mike? Okay. Two, 5, 6. Hey, this is from Fort Lauderdale. D, what's up, Fort Lauderdale, D? I like that. Dreadlock Team Lab lost in an hour 30 to PK. Game dog. Nice. Oh, he's so tight. He shouldn't even been done. You know what I'm saying? That should have been a stud dog, fam. Look at old Abbott up in there. Look at Grand Champion Abbott up in there. Yeah, that's nice, man. He should have been a stud dog, fam. That's a stud dog. He's a stud dog. You studying him? Hey, hey, don't do that. You get up with me.
Holla at your boy, D.
You gotta holler at your boy, D. Yes, sir. Yeah, we're gonna slide away from all that. We're gonna slide on away from all that. How do I get back into my thing? I can't let y'all stare this shit down. No, we coming up out of there. No. I know it's somewhere. There it go. There you go. Put me back, Mike. Okay, y'all. I'm back in talking to. All right, y'all. Now, little peek. Now, I hope y'all paying real good attention. You know, and remember, you always got time to go back and hit rewind. Take notes. Remember, I've always talked about the formula. See, a lot of things that I pulled out today, and I mean, y'all know I pulled up over what? How many champions? At least 30. And that's over what, a 25-year span? 25 years, really 30 years? You know what I mean? Lineage. I gave y'all everything from Gotta Eat, the Gang Bill, competition, most wanted, and then it's going hard. And Arsenal, well, I say Game Bill. I mean, when I pick all them people, they lead all the way back to me. So that means I was lucky enough for the right people to get their hands on something that they carried on the torch. And you're right, they carried the torch. What can I take from them except a thank you? You know? Jamie, gotta give big ups to Jamie. OT Dub, gotta give big ups to him. You know, I'm pretty sure Mike gonna show y'all something that's gonna have you bugging here in a minute before I get off of here. But one thing for sure and definitely for certain, take a good look at that little picture right there. Y'all seen that little boy and that dog? See that little dog right there? That dog is a Best in Show champion at a dog show. He's coming down off that Nico Storm female. Mike, who she look like? Put her picture up. You had one today. You had them up there together. Okay, let me see. I gotta go back in. I got it right here. Show share. Okay, guys, here we go. I do have her. Okay, Mike. Again, remember we saw this picture earlier. Okay. That's champion what today? You notice the book? That's over 20 years between them. 20 years between those two dogs. Over 20. And the going hard line still looks the same. Genetics. Them two dogs are 20 years apart. And believe me, that was a little tough little guy right there. Guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I did. I already know where to find it now.
All right, fellas. I guess he just took y'all for a serious ride. This conversation is strictly for look, fellas, there's a difference between breeders and dogmen. First of all, we have to establish that. Okay. Second of all, I find it not only appreciating, but we always talk about the circle of people and how in order for you to succeed when you're doing anything, you got to have people that's going to be willing to believe in what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we were just lucky or people just, because we had such an impact in such a short time, that people found it necessary. Because you got to remember, the Vieira brothers came all the way from California. Most Wanted come all the way from Seattle. Black Ice came from all the way from over across the water, the island. You had DSK. Think about all the people who came to the yard and had the opportunity to get dogs. Remember, we didn't sell dogs. We weren't breeders to be selling dogs. And after 30-something years, y'all remember, the dogs that they took were the X-Men. The dogs that they took when they raided Mo's yard were the X-Men. And the mom of them. Now, when you take hits like that, they are very stinging. They are very stinging hits. Think about all the dog men who suffered those things. We were lucky because Mo put certain dogs in certain people's hands, and guess what? It wasn't a total loss. But think about the people who got the dogs that they did and what they did with them. Remember, after we got raided, we shut completely down and got away from everybody because you don't, at the time, you don't know what these people were trying to do. You don't know who they were trying to hem up. The best thing to do is just cut communications, period. We're not going to talk dog. We're not going to do nothing with these dogs until we get this matter taken care of. I think that's the easiest and safest way to be for anybody out there be dealing with anything. If you got problems, don't let your problems become other people's problems. Did nobody go to jail but Mo? So we look at those things, and then you look at all the things that happened after that. Everybody was still in play. T.O. was still doing what he do, making good breedings. Gameville still putting in the work. Competition still doing what they doing. Then you pick up, the old T-dubs, and they take pleasure in doing what they doing. My son is the one who bred the Spice. It's Nico Storm. And all of them. So dogs have always been around. They've always been there. The breeding program has always existed. But if you notice the pedigrees we were showing you, did they really change that much over 30 years with all those champions? Now, let's be honest. We looked at a lot of dogs today. And you've seen a whole lot of going hard shit in them dogs. So after 30 years, did they really change much? And if you didn't notice a change, then why would we change? Think about that. Lineage is based on what you've seen today. Think about it. If you were going to have a lineage of dogs and be a part of that lineage, wouldn't you want it to be at least something like that? Why do you think the Boyles and the handicaps and DSK and just think about how these breeding programs and what you've seen tonight. Think about that. Wouldn't it be nice that if you could just see other people do great things with your shit? Because that's what we did with Mayday shit. That's pretty much what was done with everybody who had great dogs. They couldn't have been able to do it without them, people. It would have been impossible. But to sit here and say going hard dogs don't exist? Come on, man.
I just didn't know where to look.
Just didn't know where to look. That's all. But the fact is, what do you learn from that? There's two different kind of people. Think about all the people who had these dogs. Our dogs were still, they were not in breeders' hands, fellas. They weren't. And all the people who were doing those diaper breedings, they just really wasn't breeders. So we have to distinguish the difference between the two. Learn from what you see. All we can do is show you. There's nothing back there that you can go change. We have no idea to know what our future is going to look like, but based on our breeding program from the past, we have a great idea because it's still looking good. That's what you work for. That's what the work was all about. We can convert and bring some of them monster bodies in there and give you hell on a confirmation show. They're very athletic dogs. Remember, the dog can be whatever you want it to be. But we carry in the body, the build, the gameness, the ability to do and be whatever you want a good dog to be. The thing is, are you good enough to be able to handle a dog like that? We went over 25 champions and 2 grand champions tonight. What are ROM? But that's a lot of damn dogs over a long period of time. And we're not even trying to count anything before Red Ace when it comes to our dogs. We just picked it up right there at Red Ace and took off from there because that's when our line actually really changed. So the key is the bulldogs that's involved, the people who are involved. We had to have relationships. Everybody had to know somebody. They had to all be on the same game plan. They all had to understand what they were trying to do based on what their formula was. And to me, I find great appreciation to see everybody stuck to the plan. That's the lineage. That's why we can talk about going hard dogs. That's why I can see why, I go back and like Victor 20 years from now, he can go back and he can still see some shit that he started a long time ago. And guess what? It's still going. After all these years. Y'all call it watered down and all that shit. Yet bloodlines get watered down because a lot of people just get them and they ain't doing the right thing with them. Just because you offer this dog, you got a lot of that shit. Hey, it ain't never been about the dog. It's about the person who got the dog. Let's start there. Because there's nowhere in the hell that group of guys the created. And we didn't even get into all the two-time. I mean, we don't even have the time to put on all the two-time winners and the one-time winners. There's no need to even go through them because it's double that 25. But the fact is, they were still putting in the work. And that's what mattered. That's what the lineage depended on.
You can't get watered down match dog.
There's no way you can get a watered down match dog. That don't sound right. Just be real, man. It's impossible. It's either going to work, it ain't going to work, period. Now we back on the bus and understand this is our way of thinking. Don't have to be yours. But there was more than just us who thought like that. Remember where we started at. All we used to do is do what the people that we are running with were doing. That's why you see them always consistently within our bloodline through all those years. Why change what's working? Well, when a dog, man, they don't understand why would we change. You heard Victor say it. He had to change. Look what he changed to. We can truly say when we made a change for the better. What about the other guys before us who, until they start getting them going hard dogs and start doing what they was doing, they start making a change. If it worked for them, it's going to work for us. All we got to do is do what they was doing. That don't make sense to y'all? And then when you got a person like T.O., the modern day Earl Tudor, he going to make shit stay like that anyway because he was a puppet master behind it all. And when he cut the strings, the strings was cut, you was through. But those were good relationships over many years. You see people still shouting them out. So don't tell me what can't happen. Can't tell me that lineages don't last because these ain't no one-hit wonders, baby. These are not one-hit wonders. These are just good dogs that can be used for all the right purposes if they fall into the right hands. And it does matter. Stop looking to get somebody, what's wrong with making your own shit? Gameville did it with our shit. A lot of people did it with our shit. Remember, you can't hate on them because, if that was the case, Victor and them should have been hating on us because they didn't want to do the Blondie Mayday thing. They didn't hate on us. They just went out and did it and give us shout outs for it. See, there's the thing. You got to be humble. No, we're not going to ride the coattail of nobody. We're going to make our own. Just like they all made their own. Just like Victor made his own. Just like everybody who took Victor's shit and did what they did, they made their own. That's where the success come from. You see us, you're going to hear us talk about a lot of like competitions, the Aries Kennels, the Cherokees. You see us talk about them because these people made it theirs. How can you hate on them? You should be glad that you even can look in a pedigree and even find yourself to see that you even had a major part. You think, how we going to hate on that? If it don't be for them, that line of dogs would have been gone when the X-Men got took. And to know that Nico Storm, 25 years later, I can look at a dog that she's right there in the second generation. So yeah, they still exist. You see Yellow Dog. You see Buddy Love. You see Spice. You see Zelda. That's all you need. It's a never-ending process if you understand the lineage and understand what you want from your yard. Understand it, learn from it, hit that rewind, dive in there, dig, dissect it. Remember, try to be the person that puts yourself in their position and ask yourself when you're looking at this shit, why did they do that? So you can understand, well, we was doing Red Boy Jeep, Bolio Tombstone damn near 20 years ago. If you just take a look at it. Why? Because it was working. The names changed, but the bloodline stayed the same. You take a little bit of this, put a little bit of that, done before, you're supposed to get the same thing. And you try to keep the best on the best. All right, we take a shortcut. All right, so everybody, we're going to try to do champions. Everybody's trying to breed the champions. But you notice when the breeder slipped in there with the brother-sister breeding, you need them people. You need them people who take their yard that serious to try to keep it tight. Because you never know when you need to get back out there and bring it back into your yard to help tighten you back up. I hope that makes sense to everybody. Appreciate everybody for coming out, hanging out with us on this Friday night. You know what I'm saying? Let me get back in here and give my shout outs to my peeps right quick. Let me see. Big shout out to my man, Constant Trauma Kennels in the house. Appreciate your fam. Big shout out to you, man. Inglewood said, I'm definitely about to rewatch this. I caught the end. Well, you get back out there, Inglewood. Hey, hit me up with the email. Tell me what you find in Inglewood, because I know you be dead serious about that shit. You're going to see something. If you have any questions, man, hit us in the email. Hit us up, man. Leave a comment. Be glad to get back to you. Let me see. My man in the woods said, like the little solo red fox part. The rest, I don't know. Game dog, just not my cup of tea. Well, look. First of all, you know this all going hard dogs in some type of way from when we started. If you even look from where they came from, they're all going to carry something with them. But, you know, it's lightness, traits, all that shit. Gives you a better idea that you almost, you know, you're on the right track. Just keep it within what you see. And most of the time, you're going to be able to, if you have it, you own it, and you're taking care of it, you should be able to see and understand everything that you're looking at. And if you like what you're looking at, you try to maintain that, take care of that, try to make that better. Because you're going to be the one that's going to ask that question. Why am I taking this over to this? Why am I doing this? Because regardless of what you do and how you do it, it's always going to be about you and the dog. But regardless of what you do, you're going to have to put in some work. So if you're going to put in the work, why not put in the work for something that's going to be worth it? That's all. Vladimir Irving. I'm glad you showed up, Vladimir. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I wanted to give you a shout out, man, because you are one of those supporters that always hit us up on the Cash App. And I want you to know, man, it is so much appreciated, man. You and your donations is almost like, man, if we had to be like making people pay for subscriptions, I don't think we could charge enough. Because the way you guys do it, what's the purpose of having a subscription? Because you take care of that. And that is so well appreciated. And I just want you to know you were one of the names. So you appreciate your fam. I see you, Constant Trauma. You said that. GSK Luca, I've been trying to know his traits. You will figure it out. Because the dog gonna let you know everything that you want to know. Just give it time. Don't rush it. Spend time with it. When you want to know something, what do? You put in some work and try to figure out what you're trying to, what do you need to know? I need to know. I'm gonna try to find out what I need to know. Only way you're gonna get that is put in the work. Pay attention to what you're working with. Once you pay attention to what you're working with to where you understand it, then you're dealing with a new ball game because you're going to know what you need to keep it the way it is or make it better. Barfield Dogs, Man's Tornadoes, Double Bread. I hear you, Vladdy. Barfield's Champion Buck and many more. I hear you, fam. Hey, fellas, again, I'm trying to get out of here. I don't know how many people still left in the chat, but y'all show me some love, man. Help me out here. Show me some love. We took a ride back to the past, and we worked our way back into the future. I'm hoping you understand. Lineages, hey, it's not that easy to do. It is not that easy to do, but then you understand why it's important to have good people around you. We always talk about that circle. I'm pretty sure y'all noticed that everybody in that circle never really changed much, did it? After 30 years, come on. If you learned anything tonight, I hope you learn how to keep something going, what it takes. And then again, give homage to the people who made it possible. You can't suck up all the goddamn glory. Leave room for everybody else because they the ones did the work. That's the honor of and respecting the game. And I got much respect for the game. And the people that made it possible. So give me the damn thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Muscles, muscles, muscles. Now give me some damn roses, roses. We need damn roses. Show your love. Show your love. Don't forget, fellas, the Cash App run across the bottom, all that good shit. Again, big shout out to all the people who showed up tonight, all my people on the back street. before I get out of here, fellas, I want y'all to know I have my surgery Monday. I don't know if I'm gonna be here Tuesday. And you know, Mo messing around with this electronics. I don't know. I tried to prep him today. I don't know. I don't think he got it yet. So if y'all don't see it's Tuesday, y'all probably know why. Because Mike's still gonna be in the hospital. But God can permit, I hope to be here. I'm gonna do all I can to get here. But don't think we ran out on you. We just know we got some shit that's in the making, and I'm going to hopefully God make it possible that I can make it back. I know I got a couple more people in here to come on now. I need some thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Some goddamn muscles, and a whole lot of damn roses. But then, fellas, one thing, you know, I'm finna get up out of here, and I ain't gonna make this a long sentence. The most important thing of this whole goddamn conversation today, when it comes down to lineage and just being true to this game right here, find it in your mind, just find it in your heart, you know, to always. And I mean, it's more than just saying it. I mean, you gotta find it inside of you to want to always scratch the win. That's more that drive, regardless of running up the wall or bringing in the best body. Oh man, there's nothing bigger than winning. There's no better feeling better than, well, I ain't gonna say that. And then again, you knock off one of them baddies out there, shit. You know, you be smiling and shit, patting yourself on the back, be like, shit, she fell for that lie. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? That's probably why I got all these damn kids. But believe in yourself and believe in your work. You don't have to talk about it to be about it. Let everybody else do the talking, because your work will speak for itself. So before I get out of here, I'm going to really finna take you on a trip. This is my new release. You know, I've been trying to use my words in music now to get my point across. And I'm hoping it's working. Y'all stay safe, stay loyal, stay true to the game. No, because this is what we do.
Yeah. Better know my head, but don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them people. See the proof and how to give from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them people. See the proof and how to give from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it. Most wanted Kennels in the spotlight. Danger alert, come with the name. Super Kennels competition, all built for the fame. Work Kennels was the work and work, while Cherokee kept the game strong. Evolution built a bloodline where the heart come from. These dogs ain't hype, they the truth in the pit. Every pedigree stamp when them paws hit the street. Ain't no fairy tales, just that real y'all grit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the pit bull script. Shout the brothers with the backbone thick. Veer brothers, color brothers, Bishop brothers legit. They don't talk about it, they be about it every day. Put the work in and y'all let the results say. Them boys on the rise, yeah, the circle stay tight. Plow boys, wall boys, Havana boys in the fight. Different flags, same grind, same fire, same spit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the litmus test.
Legs in the doom, behind set tone. Loctite, locked in, carved in stone. Church boys hold it with the pit bull gauge. Fruit colors on man, Sean B in the maze. Arsenal gang deal, but your knife stay sharp. Only in America, walk them down, ram in the dark. DSK and Metal, high dog, pound by hard. When they hit, praise to the men who rock this shit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, they live it.
Fat boy the legend. Lil Buster, real strong, Southern Bulldog, keep the bloodline long. Latin force pressure, sniper don't miss. Shaded day, shaded with a killer instinct. Twist, super night power, unit whole rank. Boot camp, click hitting like the Sherman tank. Lil' fine with the vision. Tennessee dog pound, got their eyes on the pit. All legendary, really the shit. Don't talk about it, be about it. Yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it. Yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it. Yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it. That's the yard law, from the pups to the legends, everybody stand tall. Every name on this track got a story that's lit. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Every name on this track got a story that's lit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Call this some legendary pit bullshit, 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 pit bullshit.
It's Mo and Mike in the house. Going hard with the legends. Paying homage, you know. Yo. Twins Mo and Mike, we running this game. Legends in the making, never gonna be the same. Kennels popping hard, these game dogs raised right. The brat, pretty mama, they shining so bright. LaMayday, what a day, they breathe the heat. Red Ruby L-Rod, they can't accept defeat. With 38 special and yellow bird, we top tier champions, grand champions, ain't no fear.
Run the register of merit, we got the elite. Made a bug Jeep, yellow Frisco, feel the beat. Females like honey bunching out some baby, we tight. Bloodline strong, spreading knowledge, taking flight. Scratch to win, don't talk about it. We the real deal, you know it's no doubt about it.
KPTO, the modern Earl Tudor. Got in the pack, making moves like a tutor. APT, family thick, like legends in the game. Legend of them, Triple M. Shout out the name, Deep South, Roadblock. We upholding tradition. Mama, Southern Kennels, we got that ambition. Hardcore hitters, Stone City brings the fire. The Abrahams, the fam, lifting us higher.
Run the register of merit, we got the elite. Made a bug Jeep, yellow Frisco, feel the beat. Females like honey bunching out some baby, we tight. Bloodline strong, spreading knowledge, taking flight. Scratch to win, don't talk, be about it. We the real deal, you know it's no doubt about it.
Listen up, respect the hustle, respect the grind. Ben, Nate Dogg, putting in work intertwined. Keeping that legendary status alive, you feel? Don't hate on the ride, catch the bus, we keep it real. What's history without a future? We pay the way, Captain. We make it happen, that's the play. So here's to the champions, run the race, stand tall. Twins Mo and Mike, we gon' answer the call. Legends in the game, yeah, we holding it down. In the world of game dogs, we wearing the crown.
Run the register of merit, we got the elite. Made a buck Jeep, yellow Frisco, feel the beat. Females like honey bunching out some maybe we tight. Bloodline strong, spreading knowledge, taking flight. Scratch to win, don't talk, be about it. We the real deal, you know it's true, no doubt about it.
Shout out to Ohio Cash, the man with the plan, Rastaman Boom, Schoolboy, aka the. There's levels to this game. Develop your game. Develop your game. Develop your game. Develop your game. Rob. Going hard, Kennels, yeah, we run this yard. Twin bosses, Mo and Mike, every day they go hard. Line stack heavy like a deck full of cards. From yellow Mayday 8s, they bred real stars. Welcome to the yard where the legends get raised, where the chain spots shine and the bloodlines praise. Grand champ King Kunta with that royal type stride. Red ruby in the pen, red hot worldwide. The brat in the cut, keep the hustle on track. Pretty mama got the look and the structure intact. L-Ride bring the heat, yellow bird bring the flame. Gus and 38 special certified in the game. What day in the ring, crowd love in the scene. Dogs moving like ghosts in the champion's dream. From yellow to buck, their foundation is tough. Yellow buck in the veins, yeah, the roots run rough. Mayday in the pedigree, ace in the spine. That old school fire still alive in the line. Twin brothers in command, pushing forward with pride. Going hard on the banner, let the whole world ride. Hard work in the yard, every sunrise earned. Legacy in the dirt, with every chain spot turn. No shortcuts taken, no champions bought. Just blood, sweat, time, and the lessons they taught. Going hard, Kennels, yeah, we run this yard. Twin bosses, Mo and Mike, every day they go hard. Line stack heavy like a deck full of cards. Yellow Mayday ace turning pups into stars. Sheriff Pal bought us in the game, stamp legit. Find him in Tornadoes pedigree. Hall of Fame, double grand champion. James Pogay, the formula showed how to build and sustain. Blueprints in the blood, yeah, the knowledge remain. T.O. our partner, Ohio Cash showed how to win. Turn losses into lessons, now it's trophies we spin. Mama, Triple M, deep south in the mix. Arsenal, Kennel, Stone City, solid foundations, no tricks. Hardcore, BLB up in the spec is 6. Yes, yes. Yeah. Tom, Dick, Todd, Tony Wade, Southern Kennels, real ones through time. Time from Pro Set, Windy City, combined in place, low type, apex, pressure built for the chase. Gotta eat boys, black ice, hunger sharp as a blade. Third verse for the legacy, every debt fully paid. Yeah, I said third verse for the legacy, every debt fully paid.
Yeah, we in the trenches, feel that hunger in the air.
Yeah. Welcome to the yard. If you're tough, you can stare. Yeah, welcome to the yard. Where the chain spots shine, bloodlines run deep, every pedigree's prime. The game APBT, worldwide pride. You come correct or stay the hell outside, legacy made. We grind, we hustle. Twin bosses, Mo and Mike locked in the scuffle. Yeah, we run the yard, iron fists and grit. When the sun comes up, no, we never gon' quit. Dudo and Devo, legends carved in stone. Patrick Bolio made the yard they home. Tanned in yellow, they whisper through the trees. Echoes of greatness, feel that legacy breeze. Going hard, yeah, we run this yard. Nothing but the best. We don't play it soft, bloodline stack heavy 52, way so strong in this dog-eat-dog world. We know where we belong, the yard where greatness prevail. Pressure creates knowledge and hard work. It's how history bakes, all on the fucking deal. Pressure creates knowledge and hard work. It's how history bakes. Tails in the dirt, every chain spot turn, lessons learned hard. Like the scars we earn, no shortcuts taken. Champions ain't bought, just blood and sweat. This legacy taught from Mayday to Ace, buck to G. Every warrior counts, we ain't losing no sleep. Heat like a furnace, knowledge is the key. In the yard we trust, we got the pedigree. Feel the intensity, blaze in the fight. In the shadows of the yard, we rewrite the night. From the ring to the chain, we like kings cut out. Mo and Mike, every victory's what we shout. Going hard, yeah, we run this yard. Nothing but the best. We don't play it soft, bloodline stacked heavy 52, way so strong in this dog-eat-dog world. We know where we belong, the yard in the dirt. Yeah, knowledge and hard work. It's how history bakes. Yard in the dirt. Yeah, knowledge and hard work. It's how history bakes. Yeah, legacy in the dirt. Yeah, feel that fame. The game APBT. Remember the name, so step back. If you can't handle the heat, the yard's going hard. Put the game on repeat. It's Mo and Mike. King names in this game. Going hard, Kennels. Forever ain't the same, nigga.
Yeah. Better know my head, but don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them people. See the proving how to give from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them people. See the proof and how to give from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it. Most wanted Kennels in the spotlight. Danger alert, come with the name. Super Kennels competition, all built for the fame. Work Kennels was the work and work, while Cherokee kept the game strong. Evolution built a bloodline where the heart come from. These dogs ain't hype, they the truth in the pit. Every pedigree stamp when them paws hit the street. Ain't no fairy tales, just that real y'all grit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the pit bull script. Shout the brothers with the backbone thick. Veer brothers, color brothers, Bishop brothers legit. They don't talk about it, they be about it every day. Put the work in and y'all let the results say. Them boys on the rise, yeah, the circle stay tight. Plow boys, wall boys, Havana boys in the fight. Different flags, same grind, same fire, same spit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the litmus test.
Ledge in the doom, behind set tone. Loctite, locked in, carved in stone. Church boys hold it with the pit bull gauge. Fruit colors on man, Sean B in the maze. Arsenal gang bill, but your knife stay sharp. Only in America, walk them down, ram in the dark. DSK and Metal, high dog, pound by hard. When they hit, praise to the men who rock this shit. Don't talk about it, be about it. Yeah, they live it. Fat boy the legend, Lil Buster, real strong. Southern bulldog, keep the bloodline long. Latin force pressure, sniper don't miss. Shaded day, shaded with a killer instinct. Twist, super night power, unit whole rank. Boot camp, click hitting like a Sherman tank. Lil' fine with the vision. Tennessee dog pound, got their eyes on the pit. All legendary related shit. Don't talk about it, be about it. Yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it, yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it, yeah, they built it brick by brick. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it. That's the yard law, from the pups to the legends. Everybody stand tall. Every name on this track got a story that's lit. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Every name on this track got a story that's lit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Call this some legendary pit bullshit. Pit bullshit. Pit bullshit. Pit bullshit. Pit bullshit. Pit bullshit. Pit bullshit.
The dog game is dying. Let's talk about the game first, not the dogs. It's the challenge of the wins, the competitive addiction, the thrill of the win, and the rewards of achievements. Losing only gives you the drive to come back. I learned to watch the winners, my motivation was there, my dedication was evident, now I'm a winner. The problem is the cheating to win, manipulating the truth, and then it's the all-out liars. How is this sharing our achievements with liars, cheaters, and bullshitters? We have lost the historical value of the dog game. We can't decipher the real from the fake, the lost is the cost. So I salute these dogs of going hard Kennels for all that you've given me in the game.
Let's talk about pit bulls. The history, the breeding, the maintaining and feeding, and the controversies surrounding the great hunts. Come interact with the legends, and ask questions, and listen to their stories as we talk about kennels and dogs of the past and present. Hosted by one of the game's most respected kennels, with over 40 years in the hunt, going hard Kennels Twin 1 and Twin 2, dogs like Champion the Debrat, the very first champion off Grand Champion Mayday, the Dog of the Year, and Register of Merit. Champion Pretty Mama, 2-time Best in Show and 2-time Gamest in Show. Going Hard's Bay Bay, Register of Merit, Damn to Champion What a Day, Champion Gus, Champion El Rod, and Champion Yellow Bird. So pull up a seat, and let's talk dogs.
The dog